welcome back everybody to The Long Dark on Crooked Gaming. We are still playing Stalker, our Stalker run. And today's a little bit of a special day. I actually just recorded, oh my, episode 12. And now I'm going to go ahead and continue and record episode 13. What? Multiple recordings in one day to kind of build up my log of stuff to edit and deal with, because I don't have enough going on in my life. But it's always good to have a breather of videos. So when we left off, we'd made it to Timberwolf Mountain. We are in the Mountaineer's hut. Ah, Timberwolf Mountain. Here we are. And, yeah, there's already a ton of wildlife here. Yep, I hear you over there, buddy. Oh, there's the Mountaineer's hut.
Starting to weigh me down.
Alright, that will be useful later. We're not going to deal with that right now. For right now, firstly, we're going to go ahead and start dumping some stuff, because I am carrying a ton of stuff. Drop that, because that's very heavy. We're going to drop that. Tools. We're going to drop this hacksaw, because it is garbage. And then drop that. Drop that. We picked up a knife, but that's both of those are in great condition. All my blades are in great condition, so we're not going to worry about those. It's getting kind of late. I think what I will do, though, is I will go out here to check out this fishing hut real quick. Also going to grab some fire material, some fire starting material, because we do have quite a bit of firewood in the Mountaineer's hut we lucked out and found. So, yeah, let's talk about Timberwolf Mountain. Timberwolf Mountain is a very cool region. It's probably one of my favorites. There's a lot going on here. You've got a huge variety of wildlife. Wolves, rabbits, deer right there. There are ptarmigans here. There are also bear spawns, and of course, what we found last time, we have a moose spawn somewhere around here. I think in the last episode I said that the memento we found was the pathway to Ash Canyon. I believe I was wrong. This is actually the pathway to Ash Canyon. Another hunting knife, another cleaning kit. Both of those are completely unnecessary, but that's fine. We're going to be picking up a lot of
I could use this
unnecessary stuff from this place. So yeah, a lot of different wildlife here to keep an eye out for. Things that can be could be dangerous, could be very dangerous. Really,
Something's making me feel tired.
That's because you're carrying a ton of stuff, my man. It's the normal stuff, you know. You got the wolves, you got the bears. The big thing is the moose. We got to keep an eye out for the moose. Keep our ears out for the moose. Moose are the one creature in this game that can apply a condition to you called broken ribs, because when you piss them off enough, they will charge you, they will headbutt you, and then they will proceed to stomp the ever-loving daylights out of you. And as far as I know, there is no cure, there is nothing to help with broken ribs other than time. And you have to go a certain amount of time, and eventually they will heal themselves, I believe. It's actually one of the few things that I have not had happen to me yet, and we got fog rolling in, so that's perfect timing. I'm gonna just let that roll on in. And we're going to get settled in here for the night real quick. Before we do, though, let's do a check over some of the things we have. Drop that knife that we picked up. I think most of our gear is in pretty good shape, so we may not have to do much repair work. So why don't I just go ahead and drop all of that right on the stuff that I needed to sort, of course, as one does. Go ahead and drop these sticks. And there's our firewood and our tinder, which was wonderfully placed here for us before we got here. And let's see, what else have we got we can drop? Oh, there's a med kit. Why don't we just go ahead and drop some of this stuff in here? Let's see. Why did the music get all tense? Don't know. So, Mountaineer's Hut is a fun little place because even despite the fact that you are in a building with a giant hole in it, you actually do get the indoor bonus from it. I was watching a very interesting YouTube video of someone who used a they used one of the pool behinds. Oh, what are they called? Oh, what are they called? They're called travoy? Yeah, travoy. They placed a travoy down and a skillet in the back of the building here, off to the side, and we're able to walk onto the roof and then put moose hides over this hole to fill it in. It doesn't do anything. It's just for aesthetics, but it was still really funny to see. Let's see. We've got newspapers, but we'll hold on to those to make some tinder plugs out of. Not that we need them, just to help pass time if we need to. Blah, 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 blah. I think that's about all that I've got that I want to just hawk off the side of the mountain right now. Let's see. Just gotta get a fire going. What do we have as far as food goes? We've got dog food. We've got a couple of pies left. Really not a whole lot that needs cooking. We could get away with not making a fire tonight and just chow down on some of this stuff that could potentially give us upset stomach or food poisoning. Why don't we do this too? Since we've got daylight, let's just go ahead and... Oh, that's the wrong sewing primer. I left the wrong one behind. Oh well. Let's go ahead and do 2 hours of research here. We could probably go ahead and finish this book too. Oh, except we're gonna be tired. Hold on. I want to get this one done. We're gonna drink the coffee. That'll give us a little boost to energy. And let's just go ahead and finish up that book. So as soon as we can finish that book, we can drop it. Oh, I should have done 2. Should have done 2. That is okay. We'll just do one last hour. There we go. Everything's looking good. Perfect. All right. So we're going to drop it. And we'll just put this right here off to the side so that we know we can use it for fire. Excellent. All right, there's one book done. Let's see what our skills are at right now. So, we are lacking in the ice fishing, rifling, and archery. That's because we have done none of them. Haven't found a fire, haven't found a rifle, haven't found or made a bow. And haven't done any ice fishing. Mending is getting good. Is getting up there. It's getting to level 3. Gunsmithing could be better. Carcassing, cooking. Cooking is, we just hit cooking level 3 in the last episode. And then fire starting. So, you know, we're making some progress. Not the most progress, but some. I guess we can finish out, since we don't have any... We don't have the energy to do any more books. We're just going to go ahead and get prepped here for bed. Let's see. We'll just go ahead and craft these mushrooms.
You just lay down and have a little sleep right here.
And we'll just go ahead and craft these rose hips up as well. And then we'll get us some water, get us some food, and then we will head off to bed. Eat. Oh, that's nice. That's lovely. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted in my recording. I don't know if I can edit that out. Whatever. Eat. Yum, yum, yum. Alright. We are a lot lower on water than I thought we were. That is a problem. So why don't we do this? Why don't we do the canned sardines? Because those give some water and some calories. That clears that up a little bit. We'll save those 2 sodas for the morning. And we'll hold off on eating any more chips because those will just dehydrate us more. Alright, that should get us to morning. Let's see how far along we can get. Oh, we should get my water. Alright, daylight. I do like it when I can sleep all through the dark.
I'm so thirsty I can't think straight.
Yes, I know. Fun thing about the sodas, even though they get real low here with percentage, sodas will never give you food poisoning. They just don't. They don't do that. All right. From here, we're gonna do some reconnaissance. We're going to do... Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop these peach pies because they will deteriorate in my hand. Where did my other peach pie go? Hello? Peach pie? Did you fall through the floor? No, not my peach pie! Dang it! Alright, well, our one peach pie. Through the floor, peach pies. Alright, we're in a good enough condition to go exploring a little bit. So we're gonna come up here towards the back, and this is where we're gonna do our exploring at. So we gotta keep an eye out. We did find the tree up there. You can see it from here. That tree does have the moose rubbings on it. So while I don't think the moose has spawned over here, we do need to be careful, because if we come across the moose and we're not ready, it could be very bad for us. So we're gonna take the long ways around to look at things a little bit. Oh man, crap! Ow! I thought there was more to that slope than there actually was. So come up here, up to a high vantage point, and we'll take a look at everything from up here. There is a high probability of also there being a bear somewhere near here, so we're going to want to be careful. I did not know that the moose could spawn that close to the mountaineer's hut. Okay. And I'm going to hold out. I'm going to keep my flare gun out because it is our only real defense in these areas that have more aggressive creatures. Okay. It's just Will being dramatic. Alright, there's a wolf. we can circumvent him by going this way. It's really not super helpful. Yeah, forget it. We'll just keep going. We'll be alright. There are crows over there. Oh, now there are 2 wolves. Nice. Wonder where did that second wolf come from? Alright. We'll have to keep that in mind when we're coming back. Alright, we got a little bit of a vantage point here to kind of see the layout. So down here at the bottom of this little slope, we're going to find a couple of things. We're going to find a plain cargo container. That's another wolf. And we're gonna find some deer. That's all fine. Deer are fine. In fact, if I could spook those deer to go the other direction towards the wolves that are over there. No. Go that way. There you go. That's what I want. I'll go after that deer for me. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Sorry, Mr. Deer, but survival of the fittest out here. That wolf will run off and get that deer, and they'll be none the wiser that we are here. There's another dead deer.
Feel numb.
All right. So here's our loot. This is what we're looking for right here. These right here are the cargo containers from the plane. When you go up to Summit, there's a ton of them there. But here, we've got a couple. I think there's 4 containers here. So, the only way you can get into them is with a hacksaw, which is why we brought one and kept the other one back at the shop.
Could end up.
Alright, so this is a medical one, so we're going to get a bunch of medical supplies out of it. But you can see just how much there is in just one compartment. And each compartment is a different theme, right? So that one was medical. These will be flares and ammunition and miscellaneous stuff. So that's all nice.
Pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, I know, man. It's going to get even heavier here in just a second. I don't remember what they all are, but it would be lovely if one of them was a weapons stash. Alright, drinks. Lots of sodas. Energy drinks. Good deal. And the last one.
Hope I can still eat this.
Ugh, lots of packaged food. Alright. So those weren't super helpful, but they're at least some supplies that we need. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wander up this way and take a look for the moose spawn.
Goddamn freezing.
This is the place where I have killed moose before, but he's usually visible by now, and I don't see him. And I don't see the rubbings, so I don't think he's over here. Which means that for this map, the moose is going to spawn over there next to the Mountaineer's hut. So we're going to have to be very, very careful over there when we come home. Because it's very possible that we're on our way home and stumble across the moose by accident. Alright. There's a cave over here that can have some useful stuff in it. Mostly just Polaroids, but there's a potential for a dead person in here that could hold on to some nice stuff for us. So we may have to light up our lantern when we go in here because it's pretty dark. Hello, anyone home? Light. There it is. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? Got some firewood. No, nothing. Wow. A couple of pieces of firewood, and that is it. This cave is really useful, especially if the moose has actually spawned in this area. Because if you kill the moose close enough, you can make this little cave kind of your base of operations while you clean the moose, and you field dress it and harvest the meat. It's gonna eventually it will start getting warmer so long as this fog clears up. But I want to come up here around this side. Or wait a minute. No, it's actually over here. It's on this ridge over here. Trying to get my bearings. I'm fairly okay familiar with this area, but I did go ahead and pull the map up for myself so that I can know where I'm going and what I'm doing a little bit better. So up here on the ridge, there can be a dead guy, but I don't see any crows, so I'm betting he hasn't spawned over here. But there can be a dead guy in a Polaroid. What I want to try and find the Polaroid before I go up to Summit. They can be all over the place though, so there's tons and tons of location that we need to check before we'll know whether or not we can find it. Oh, ptarmigan. Nice. I wouldn't mind grabbing a couple of those so that we could get the improved sleeping bag. That would be nice. Tell you what, since we're up here, why don't I... It's cold. So we're going to lose a little health doing this. But that opens up the map a little bit for us. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting one of those ptarmigan. If I could. Yep, I hear ya. Of course, wicked with rocks, not very good. Oh my gosh, I got one. Oh, did you see that? Oh my gosh. If it hadn't been for the recording of it, you'd have never believed me. I just Hail Married one and dropped it, but it shocked me so much that I couldn't get my fingers to do what they needed to do. Dang. That was a good hit. That was a good throw, though. Dang. That's alright. I got it recorded, so people will believe me. Okay. We're gonna head back to the Mountaineer's hut now, drop off all this stuff. Oh, hello there, Yogi Bear. Let's see. What can we do? If I were to shoot the bear with the flare gun, he would technically take damage and potentially could kill him. He would run off, I think. I think if we go down there, I don't think he can get to us, but we'll double check. There we go. Yeah, he shouldn't be able to get to us. But if maybe I could draw his attention. Yeah, there you are. Hey, big man, come here. Come here. Yeah, I know you're cold, man, but you just gotta... I need you to buckle up here, Buttercup, because I'm trying to kill a bear with a flare gun. Well, he's gonna... Well... And I'm not familiar enough with the drop on the flares, so... And I just don't know that I am confident enough to do what needs to be done in order to actually kill the bear with the flare gun. Because in all reality, what you need to do is wait for him to stand up and then charge at you and then hit him with the flare gun. And I just don't know that I'm confident enough to do that, to be honest with you. But we could give it a try. We could give it a try. Oh man, what do we do? Let's see. Do I risk it for the biscuit? I do have a stem. I do have equipment and stuff that will fix us. But he's also... And if I took him out, I wouldn't have to worry about him anymore. Life is nothing if not full of challenges, right? Let's, Thank goodness for all the sodas we picked up. Let's see. Okay. Other than being cold. Okay. Alright. What do we think? I think bear. Let's see, you're still all shaky. Oh, this is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. Why don't we do this? See what we can do. If we can get a fire going, we've at least got...
Come on.
A little bit of... Supposedly, I think the fires are supposed to... Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's still over there. Okay. Supposedly, the fires are supposed to be able to ward off things like... Oh, alright, well, I think that just answered our question for us. We are not going to be doing that. Not with the wind picking up like it is. Nah. Just too many factors there are against us. Although the problem now is that that bear is going straight in the direction that we need to go. Come on, man. You gotta hustle. You gotta hustle. That thing sees us. It's coming. It's coming for a snacky snack. Bears have terrible eyesight, by the way, so you cannot, you can easily, I mean, they can see like shit, like from this distance, a bear would probably be able to see like blurry motion, like something is moving in front of me and it would probably freak it out. But I think they're playing into the, oh, bears have terrible eyesight, they wouldn't be able to see you from this far kind of thing. However, they do have fantastic noses. They can smell dead things for a couple miles, I believe. They can smell food for a very long distance. And they are incredibly fast and incredibly strong, so... Yeah, bears are no bueno. But it seems like we were able to sneak by that one okay. We just have to remember that he's out here. Oh, my kingdom for a rifle. That would be nice. But no rifle for me. No pistol for me, no gun for me. No, just me and the cattails. And the rose hips. That's okay. Maybe we'll give it a couple days. We'll see if we'll cycle through a day or two, see if the moose spawns for us. Because if we could drop a moose right on our front doorstep with the at the Mountaineer's hut, boy, that would be something. So many cattails here. It's awesome. All of the cattails, all of the food and the fire starter, and the woods are way over there, so we're good. Now, again, we could go up to the tail section of the plane. We could go up the summit, and I would bet there's a gun up there. And it wouldn't be too terrible of a walk either. And that sure would make me feel a whole lot safer. We need to dump a whole bunch of stuff to get up to that point though. And I don't really 100% remember the way to go, and if you're not careful, you can easily get lost, and then bad things can happen. Alright, that should start taking care of. How far did we get? Oh, we got real close to hypothermia. Ooh, that was not smart. Go out here and drop all this food real quick. Because you still want to drop all your perishable food outside so that they stay good longer. Let's drink this since it's almost gone. I wonder why that one was only 3%. Let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll stick some of these in here. No sense in us carrying around all of those. We can refuel and then drop those. Just stick them back there. Hitboxes on these things are so weird sometimes. I should drop off some of those marine flares too. I'm not 100% sure. I do know that. Okay. So marine flares are different than regular flares. One, marine flares go off and they're blue. Two, marine flares don't last near as long as a regular flare does. Three, marine flares are actually, I think the way they work is they make the morale of things drop faster, and that's like if you're fighting off a pack of Timberwolves, like if you have a marine flare, it'll keep them off of you. Whereas just a regular flare, it'll keep them off of you, and it'll drop their morale, I think. Whereas just a regular flare will just keep them off of you, something like that. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I haven't spent a lot of time. I've gone to Black Rock, which has plenty of Timberwolves, but I haven't spent a whole lot of time around the Timberwolf situation. Our luck with the weather has not been the greatest because it's been so blasted cold. we may need to wait out this day while we can warm up and maybe do some reading. Oh, this is the 10-hour one. That's going to take a while. Need to get our health back up today. How's it looking now? It's looking better. No bear on the horizon. Right, you can't go through there. And I don't see a moose. I don't even know where the moose would spawn in this place, I'll be honest. I just know with that rubbing there that this is an area which he can spawn, so maybe we do this one instead so we can get rid of it out of our inventory.
I'm gonna need to rest.
There goes hypothermia. That's good. We got enough time. We could do this one too. We could finish this one. Oh, I got too tired.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
Oh, blizzard in the sunroof. So we do have a bit of a conundrum here. We are almost out of water, so I think it's in our best interest to go ahead and
I would
prep
drink
some
almost
water
anything about now.
for us. I don't know why I picked up those tinder plugs. Now, one thing I'm curious about is fires do some interesting things. I think I know I've talked about it before with a friend, but I don't know if I've ever mentioned it in my videos, but fires do some interesting things. So fires last longer outside than they do inside. Wow, it really picked up. Ooh, that's a nasty blizzard. So starting a fire outside will last you longer than if you were to start one inside. Now, the one thing I'm curious about is, does this fire last longer than one that if we were like back at the garage or something? My initial theory is no, it doesn't, but I can't say for sure. To heat up some coffee. Those in the place. Up. Will also give us much needed liquid. But really want to drink some for a little bit of energy. See if we can't finish off that last book, because I think between the time it takes for that snow to melt and the time it takes for it to come to a boil, I think we got enough time. We do. Alright. Just barely. How are we doing? We got plenty of time on this. Just gonna keep cooking water. And I didn't bring any of my pots or pans with me. Just because it just didn't seem. I know that those are gonna be. If I were to bring them, they'll be beneficial for cooking massive amounts of water. But they're also heavy. They also take a lot. Whereas a coffee can, or rather a soup can, is not very heavy at all. And I can carry two of those and make the same amount of water as I could with my Let's see. Okay, we're done with that one. So we will move the sewing primer here. Let's grab a couple torches. We were running low on good torches. That's garbage. Ooh, that's a good one. Alright. I think this should be 5 torches now, so we'll roll with that. Got an hour there. That will be done very shortly. Take that. 1 minute 45. Oh! Okay. Okay. I got very lucky there. I clicked the wrong button, but I still drank potable water. So. Woo! I don't know if we'll be able to get all of this done before time runs out on the fire, but coffees. Oh no, we burned one. Crap. Okay. Oh well, we burned one coffee. That's, you know, our inattentiveness. Alright, take that, do that. 13 minutes. That way, can get one more torch. Yeah, get a crappy torch. Oh, I didn't even throw it. Alright, let's get settled in for the night. Plenty of water now. Some of these. Clear up some of our inventory. Alright. That should get us to morning. Got us close. Do the sodas. That'll clear up some inventory, and it will give us both calories and hydration. Alright. Let's get through the last 2 hours to dawn, and then we'll go outside and see if a moose has spawned. Or not, because the weather is trash again. No, it's at least approachable. It's not great. There's the bear way over there. Let's see. I don't see anything. Oh, that's the building growing. Sometimes those ambient noises can be a bit spooky. Really need a clearer day to go out and do some exploring of the mountain. Let's see, do 2 hours of research and see if we can get a bit of a clearer day. See where that bear ends up. That's better. He's not over there anymore. And they wander, so... Where did you go, Mr. Bear? Boy, I wish that moose would show up. Sure would be nice if that moose showed up. Maybe we'll go peek over there and see. How much are we overweight? What are we carrying that is so heavy? Yeah, I know we got water now, but carrying a kilogram of bandages. Oh, the sooner I can get that tactical backpack and moose satchel, the better. Just for the sheer helpfulness of having that extra 10 kilograms. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Is the wind picking back up again? I may not be able to win for losing with the wind. Let's see. Make a little medical shelf here. What else have we got? I need to drop off some of these antibiotics. We don't need to be carrying around all of those. Leave one of those behind too, just so that we don't. Let's see. We can drop this. And we'll drop some water. Again, instead of just dropping 2 big bottles, you drop... Oops. Dang it. Drop some weird size, some... Well, 1 liter and 2 50 liters, I would assume. Let's see what else. We're now below, so that's at least now we can run. But if I can, oops, that's actually fine. We don't need the accelerant with us. I can't imagine. I don't really ever use it for anything other than just because I have it. Let's drop some of these. Actually, let's drop all those because we... Oh. Huh. I didn't think that one through. Whoops. That's a lot of tinder plugs on the ground. Alright, I'm just going to ignore that. Got these. Got that. Got some charcoal. All this is useful stuff. What's not useful is we don't have any weapons. I've been carrying them around in the chance that we do, but I just don't see the point in carrying them around. We're more likely to find a rifle here than we are, I think, a handgun. I think there are more rifle spawns here in this region than anything else. Let's see. Drink that. Now, you know what? We're gonna eat our last pie. That's fine. Eat some chicken stuff, whatever it is. And since we got it, taking some painkillers for the headache. Work. Oh, no we're not. Okay, never mind. Alright, here's what I think. I think we ought to make our way to Summit. I know that I said earlier that Ash Canyon would be the next logical step, but I think Summit is actually going to be far more logical. Alright, let's do this thing. We got some good daylight, so let's just do it. Let's go for it. Keep an eye out for the bear in this area, and then we'll, as we move along, we'll keep out for the other dangers. Not a whole lot of wolves to deal with. Even though this is the Stalker, playthrough, the wolf spawns in this area are not, there's not as many as, say, like in Pleasant Valley. Obviously, we've got the ones that are right there beside us at Mountaineer's Hut. Let me make sure. Was there anything that I didn't take from Mountaineer's Hut that I might have needed? No. I think we're good. And we're gonna grab some more cattails along the way. Emergency food. Oh, hello, wolf. He's gonna get that deer. That's fine. You get that deer. You get it. You're a good boy. Get that deer. Sorry, deer. Sorry to sacrifice you like that, but keeps the wolf off me, and that's kind of more important. So the way that the trail to Summit works is you go west from Mountaineer's Hut, and then you go north, and then you do like this kind of north to northeast, then southeast, then southwest. I'm sorry, north to northwest, then west to southwest, then southeast, kind of hook around. And it brings you up to Summit. There's a couple of ropes, which is why I brought the coffees and the Go-Go energy drink. That Go-Go one is for a specifically long, tall climb. Oh, I just looked at the clock. We may make it a bit... Tell you what, why don't we get to deer clearing first, and then we'll see where we're at. Where did that bear go? I am a bit concerned now. The bear... I don't see the bear. Makes me feel like I'm gonna stumble up... Oh, God. No worries. That was just I looked down at my right hand and saw the flare gun in my hand and scared the bejesus out of me. Dang. All right. When I don't know where the bear is, I'm a little jumpy, as understandably. Given my history with how things have gone with the bears for us, I'd say it's warranted. All right. So from here. This is kind of, we're getting kind of close to the edge of the map, and we're gonna start hooking north now. And I am gonna grab some sticks because we are gonna need to make a fire at some point along the way. And I didn't bring firewood, which is fine. Plenty of sticks, and I do have my hatchet. I can chop firewood. However, I don't see a lot of people doing that. Originally, when I first started playing, I would come out here and I would snag these branches into that break down into small sticks. But as I started watching more and more people playing this game, I realized that not many people actually spend the time to break down big sticks unless they absolutely need it. Here's the dead deer. I don't really... I mean... It takes time, it takes energy, if it's not in the right type of weather, then obviously it's going to hurt you more than help. I just I don't know. It seems like, you know, not many people actually utilize it, but it's there in the game, so why not? But one thing that would be kind of cool. I know I've mentioned before that being able to drag your carcass away from where it's dead, so that you can harvest it in a little bit more of a peaceful situation, would be cool. Because I mean that's what you do as a hunter, anyways. You don't. I mean, usually you clean it. Oh, by the way, that right there, down there, that's the exit of Timberwolf and into Ash Canyon. So. you have to go down and follow this canyon all the way back to right here, but we're not going to do that. But as a hunter, you know, when you drop a kill, you typically, you sometimes will gut it right then and there just to make it a little lighter, but I've never field dressed something in the middle of the woods. I've always taken it back to camp or strung it up or quartered it up and then taken it to a processor. It would be an interesting mechanic to allow, kind of like how the Trahoy, I think I'm saying that right, how you're able to throw stuff on that and carry it a lot easier. Wow, these bunnies, they let me just walk right up to them. You know, maybe just toss it on the back of the Trahoy and, well, I guess technically you could quarter it up and then throw it on the Trahoy and cart it back to camp that way, which realistically is more on brand. There should be a cave somewhere around here. We should be getting kind of close to it. There's really not going to be much in it. Nothing really of note. I don't remember there being anything of note in it, at least. This side of the mountain is littered with caves along it. There's like 3 or 4 of them. And we're going to be heading towards... This is the cave right here. We're going to be heading towards a specific cave in Deer Canyon where you can find some goodies. I see some stuff. Looks like some firewood, maybe. Yeah, some firewood, an old camp. Oh, look,
something's gotta go.
Bedroll. That is 70%. Mine is 80, so we're gonna leave that there. Let's see. How was that? We're gonna drop that too. All right. Coolio. So there's that cave. There's some mushrooms there. I probably should have stopped to get those. That's not the cave we're looking for. We're gonna head to a place called Deer Clearing, where there is a cave that I've held up in before that has a little bit better spawnable items in it. But that bedroll being there, it's good to know it's there. We don't need it, and obviously, if I had known, I would have just left my bedroll behind. But of course, you never know. You never know. I don't know if there are loot tables for, you know, if, you know, if that, what am I trying to say? If that bedroll is there, then it equates to a specific loot table, and then you can look up all the different loot tables. I don't know if that's a thing, but even if it was, I wouldn't be using it. It just doesn't seem like part of the, I mean, part of the fun is not knowing what you're going to find so that you can better understand or better enjoy the experience of survival, right? Because I mean, in a real life situation, you're not going to know what is inside of that gas and go. How much are we? It was because of those peaches. I'm dropping those. I'm dropping those too. Those are garbage. Why did I... I wasn't paying attention when I picked them up, so... You can technically still cook with those, and since I dropped them on the ground, they will stay there for a little while. Eventually they'll despawn, but they will stay there for a little while. And you can technically still cook with those. Now, I don't think that I've cooked with ruined foods before, but I don't know. I don't think that does a whole bunch of bad stuff to the food you're cooking with. It probably lowers the overall, like if you make the pancakes or the pies with the ruined peaches, probably drops the overall quality of the pie altogether. But it's technically still edible. You just might get food poisoning from it, which, if that's the case, then you just sleep it off. Alright, here we are. This is deer clearing. As you can see, it has a wonderful name of deer clearing because it's clearing with deer in it. The cave we're going for is right over there. And we'll probably just hold up in there, and I'm going to refresh my knowledge of the route. I think I could stumble my way through it and be okay, but I want to refresh myself before I take that journey up there. When we get to Summit's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of good stuff in Summit. All right, let's see. What do we luck out with in the deer clearing cave? Some rocks, some firewood, and some coal. Yeah, all right. All that stuff I was saying about good loot, yeah, just completely ignore that. Okay. We're actually perfectly timed here, so the next episode will 100% be our trip to the summit. We're gonna do it. We're gonna pull the trigger. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna get up there. We're gonna loot it, as much of it as we can, and then bring back the important stuff. If that means that we leave a whole bunch of stuff up there and just take a journal note of what all is in there, and then we know when we come back through from Ash Canyon, then that's fine. But we're gonna go up there. We're gonna see if we can find some firearms, something to help us deal with a moose or a bear. And if I get up there and there's not a firearm of some kind, I'm going to be very sad. But I have found rifles up there in lower difficulties, so I'm hoping that the RNG god will be nice to me. But until next time, if you've made it this far in the video, I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart from getting here and watching my videos. And if you wouldn't mind, leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a comment if you feel like it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Later.